Hi, everyone. Yay, we're doing card readings tonight. Yeah. Is that it? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Super Fun Spirit live experience where we're going to do some card readings today. Yay. This is about life issues, things that are going on with you, things that are going on with your family. Hi, Katie and Cindy and Heidi and Daphne and Bonnie. Nice to see you all. Yes, we have some life guidance things going on. You can ask about career, life, future, relationships, finances, your health and well-being, your love life, any unique circumstances that you have. And I do use cards. I use a regular deck. Obviously, I can't get to everybody. I wish I could, but we do have lots of opportunity for you guys to book affordable readings. If you have that one particular question that you want answered, just book a 15-minute one. If you have several questions, book a 30-minute one. All my private work is guaranteed, so you'll get your answers. Just know that our requests are kind of just shown at random. Yeah, go ahead and place your request. Be specific about the area of life that you want to know about. The more specific you want to get is fine. If you want to ask something really, really specific, a yes or no answer, or just something a little bit more general, that's okay too. Just the area of your life. And
one area.
Yeah, just one area. So each person just gets one. Not everyone gets one, but I won't be able to get to everybody, obviously. I always wish that I could. I have two decks with me, and I'm going to ask Spirit which one to pull for you. They're both really cool. They're actually by the same artist, Ann Stokes, who I love. This is the deck I've been using for years, but I like this one as well. So, what I'm going to ask is that you just ask once, maybe twice throughout the feed, but please don't incessantly ask because I'll have to block you. It's not fair to everybody. I'll just blog up the feed. I promise if you're supposed to get a reading tonight, you will. Spirit's in charge. We're not really in charge. I don't really get to see much of the feed because I'm not really following it and it's going too fast for me to pay attention to. So I got my manager here. Hi, Lisa. And Lisa's going to like spin the wheel, pick people at random, and I'll get to as many as I can. But just know that really what I want people to get out of this is that there is guidance from heaven and that we can ask Spirit for help about things. And that a lot of times when we ask a question to them, they often have a question back to us. Which is clarify, or what do you want? Or perhaps they're going to show me a block that you might have or a fear that you might have in a particular area of your life that's preventing you from creating what it is that you want, because ultimately you're in charge. They're just here to guide us. So I will also say that all of my work comes through the interpretation of my own understanding. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm not starting a cult. So I honor your belief system. Just try to stay relaxed and open, and we will do the best we can to help you. Stay for the end. You'll get a discount code so that you can book a reading on your own. And again, those readings are guaranteed. So you should get your answers for that as well. Okay, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Let's get started.
Okay, hang on. I have to switch over my format.
Lisa is switching over the format. Switching over the format. Okay, Virginia Dotson wants to know about career. She says careers, but let's see what's going on with that. Virginia, for you, I think I'm going to pull out my new deck. It's a unicorn deck. So I'll be able to tilt the camera down, kind of show you a little bit about what's going on. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a card that represents you. And that's the one I've chosen. That's the Queen of Diamonds. The career card is the 10 of Clubs. The 9 of Clubs is a job. The 9 and 10 of Diamonds have to do with money and success. So let's see where we go from here. I'm going to shuffle pretty good because I did clear the deck earlier, which means that I put them all in order. So I want to make sure that Spirit's taken over. That card did kind of pop up, and that is the card of connections. So We'll read a little bit more about what that means, but I have a feeling that that means that your career is going to depend a lot on the connections that you make with people rather than just things about paperwork and experience. So all this is super good energy. This is the card we want. One of the cards we want to look for is happiness. And then the 5 here has to do with what it is that you want. And this is in the unexpected pile. So, well, let's just start there. Okay, that's life's work or purpose. Very interesting. So what that means, and this is about letting go of connections. So remember that I said it has more to do with the people. This is somebody that you need to let go of, and you need to make sure that you're in line and having good relationship with your passion and your purpose. So the career that you really should go for and what you have a whole lot of desire for, this is card of desire. Remember I said sometimes when you ask spirit, what's coming for me, they ask you, what do you want? What do you want? You want. Are you in line with your purpose? Are you in good relationship with what it is that you're to do on the planet and you feel in line with it and you have great passion for and you want the most, and let go of the connections that aren't serving you very well. So somebody in your life is probably sabotaging you a bit and you can let go of them. You'll know who that is, but and you'll feel it. I think a lot of times we kind of feel these things, but we don't trust ourselves. So we're still looking for that 10 female energy that you might need to let go of. 2 9s is really good. That's a whole new energy, beginning of an era, end of a new, or beginning of a new era. So career is going to go good as long as you're in line with what it is you want the most. There's your 10, a little bit of fear around that. If you can let go of fear, even if you have to make a pretty good change and get in line with what you want the most, you're going to have the success for it. There is somebody that you have to at least confront, if not let go of entirely. And then things come together around opportunity. Couple of risks you have to take, my friend. Okay, Virginia, if you're willing to do those 2 things, you're going to get exactly what you want. And you're going to be fine. You're going to be successful. Okay, thank you so much for asking. Cindy, health and well-being, please. Yep. For you, Cindy, I'm going to use the same deck. The health card is the 8 of hearts is health. So health and well-being. So we'll see where that card comes up and if there's anything that you need to know or do and how your vibration is. Sometimes health and well-being has a lot to do with our vibration, like our consciousness. So we'll see if there's anything going on that needs to be cleared emotionally or consciously. And then what the future looks like for your health. So for you, I'm going to pull the Queen of Clubs out to represent you. Hang on a second. Let me find her. There she is. Such a beauty. Okay. Just like you. So let's look for that 8 of hearts, Cindy. Okay. One more time. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All different areas of life. This is interesting. There's this doesn't really have anything to do with health and wellness yet, but there does seem to be a message around a sale of something or maybe not a good decision about selling something. So if you're thinking about selling something, it's not a good time to do that. But other than that, you are going to hear from an old friend. Somebody that you've known before. If you're stressed about home, sale, moving, something like that, there's a lot of stress that comes up around these decisions. There's the 8 of hearts. Well, that's good. This is all really good energy around the 8 of hearts, which is the health card. So this is all, but it does seem to be tied into your relationship with somebody. So it might have to do with somebody that you care about, that you're spending a lot of time and energy and focus on, and it might drain your energy, and that's not really good for health. So there's a little bit of needing to kind of let go of that and do some self-care, and then managing some stress. Other than that, I see good news around health in the future, but those are the 2 things that you seem to be, Spirit seems to be calling you to do. So focus on yourself just as much as you, if not more than you do other people and their well-being, because you deserve that. see, the sixes has to do with the connection. Yeah. Detaching from others, connecting with self. Whatever this sale is, or this house issue, or this move or home, that has bringing on some stress, that needs to be managed with some self-care too. Other than that, I think health is really, really good. Just don't give more of your care and energy to someone else than you are yourself. But there's pretty good news around health. Self-love is the key. You'll be all right. Okay, next. Okay, Sarah, I'm going to use this other deck for you. I don't know why. It just feels like it's in line with you. It's a really cool deck. There's some cards that are kind of dark, but don't worry about those. The pictures really don't mean anything. We go by the numbers anyway, so doesn't mean anything. All right, where's a card that represents you? Gonna pull out, I think the Queen of Clubs as well. Where is she?
Monica says she loves your hair color.
Thank you. It's fun, isn't it? I just got it colored again today, so I got it cut, although I think I could go a little shorter. Okay, this is a card that represents you. So your question is financial. That's going to be the 9 and 10 of diamonds. We'll see what comes up around that. And if you guys notice, I pull some cards out of the deck and put them over here by the person card, by your card. And I'll show you why I do that. And by the way, I do card reading classes, which is super fun. And you guys can learn. If you have this much intuition, you can learn to read cards. So, but the cards tell me what cards to pull out. Since I turn all the cards over every time, not every card means something every single time. There, that feels good. So this is just our line. Oh, look at that. That's great. This is the card of creation, and it's in the unexpected pile. I'll explain that in a moment. But in the what's sure to come true pile is the wish come true card. In the home card, this is the happiness. So it's all really good reassurance. But I also think this is the card of empowerment. In other words, you're the one in charge of creating what it is you want in your life. And so sometimes when there's a money block, or if you're concerned that you aren't, or whether or not you're going to have the money that you want, it can all come down to you creating it. This is the card of emotions. So you're creating with your energy, your vibration. And if we raise that, money comes in. So let's look for those money cards. So here's an example of why I pull out a card. Cards that follow the 7 come up around you. That's card of relationship. There's another one. And that is the card. What is that one? Oh, that's like focus or plan or project. Forgot what deck I was using for a second. This is kind of really cool lineup energy, which means things are about to line up for you numerically. And there's the 10s all around a successful work. So this is about you creating it too, getting through your fear and creating energy around money. Maybe you've had a whammy or a disappointment, but you've got to believe in yourself. I told you I was just going to say those very words. Thank you, computer, for falling on me twice in one reading. This is the card of self-reflection and self-love and getting through and believing in yourself. Look at what she sees in the mirror here. She sees wings behind her. She's realizing her power. And in the very beginning, it was talking about your creative power. You're the one in charge of this. So here's one of the things that I do if I ever worry about money, or if money seems to get low. I can tell that it's getting low and I start to worry about it, or I start to worry about it and it gets low. So if I take a deep breath and I let go of all my anxiety around it, I call in my angels and I decide that I'm going to create money. So I can do it energetically. I can take a few action steps, but mostly it's me saying, you know what, this is no problem. Between me and the angels, we're going to make some money. I think you've got money coming to you, but I think the angels are asking you, do you believe in yourself? Went a long, long time ago, I was very, very poor. And I realized one day when I was working with my angels that poverty was not something that just befell upon me. I was actively doing it. I was creating it. People would try to give me money for readings, and I'd go, no, you're a friend of a friend. I can give it to you for free. Meanwhile, I can't even, buy a matching pair of socks. So you can create this money. It is coming, but there is some self-reflection work that you need to do. So you believe in yourself again. And you might want to go after this rockin' career, whatever this is, if you can get through. Oh, this is card of commitment too. There's two reasons we make decisions. One, we're committed to doing it, or two, we get scared out of it. So moving through fear into commitment. We're trying to do this backwards. To do what you want to do to create money. Then you can have a lot of money. So it's not a done deal. There's a little work you have to do, but it is coming. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is a new job. I'm going to start the right. Is this new job I'm going to start the right move? I can hear Spirit already saying, well, is it what you want? How do you feel about it? But I'll ask anyway, because if there is any, whammies that you need to know or glaring like warnings, they'll usually come through with that. But here's the thing, guys. Card readings are tricky because what really happens is that Spirit helps you create what you want, and they come through the cards and they go, okay, here's how you can better create you want. But the angels really can't tell you what to do because it's up to you. You have free will. So whenever we say, is this right for me? They say, is it what you want? Now, if it's what you want, but there's two choices about it, Spirit might know, oh yeah, that's not going to be the right choice. We're going to make that opportunity go away and we're going to bring this one in. But they still need to know what you want. You can't go on Amazon and just tell them, just send me any old thing and hope I like it. You have to tell them exactly what you want. So we're going to look for a couple cards. We're going to look for the 9 of clubs and the 10 of clubs. Usually if it's a new job, some cards around it will kind of indicate that. So I'll let you know what those cards say. I think I'm going to use this same deck for you, Tita. Tita Sam, is that it? Okay. So I've chosen this card for you because it's a badass. So are you. All right, let's see here. So we're going to look for the 9 of clubs is the job card. There's a happiness card. That's good. This is a contribution card. That's good. And that self-reflection and opportunity and things coming together. Especially if it seems to have flowed easily. That looks like a really, really good clue there. Oneness and unity, opportunity, self-reflection, and contribution. 1, 2, 3, 4. All those cards are a really good indicator that you're on the right path. There's the 9 of clubs, and it's right next to the message. Oh, and a bright change. So it's a good thing. Yay, you did it. You created the path that you should have. Yeah, I'm confident this job's right for you. And that things are lining up for you pretty well. Yay. So go for it. Have fun. Enjoy it. Bright change coming. Okay. Okay, Steve. Hi, I've been through a lot lately. Curious if I find genuine love in a relationship. So, Steve, we're going to look for the 3, the 6, and the 10 of hearts. Those are relationship cards. And for the card I'm going to pull out for you is going to be the King of Clubs. Yeah. I think I'll use the same deck as well. I like this deck. Even though my other deck has a high vibration, this feels like home to me, this deck. That's going to represent you. Goes up over here. We're going to look for those relationship cards, all the hearts. Okay, guys, let's put it out there for all these. I keep turning my cards around. Okay, let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that doesn't tell me a damn thing. All right, let's see what else it says. These are people, but it's not really talking about relationship yet. Let's see if it comes up. There's a partnership of affection. That's good news. I have a feeling that it's going to be talking about letting go of the idea of past mistakes. In other words, if you think that either you've picked someone in the past that was a mistake, or that you made a mistake in the relationship, there's a happiness card. That's good. Kind of moving through that and the forgiveness of that and making it a priority. Now, I have no idea whether people are straight, gay, or whatever. I don't know why, because I just see souls, so I don't seem to have that on me. But there is a brown-eyed woman, so if that's what you're looking for, there seems to be a 2 9s, changes around right here, changes around the heart and home, and a brown-eyed woman, and this is wish come true. There's the love card, but again, there's this like old energy that needs to be cleared, fear and disappointment. There's the 2 10s, change of women or men, so that's a new person. This is the self-reflection card in health and well-being. Mostly it's about letting go of past mistakes. Happiness is coming in and focusing on what you want. So definitely, you've got a lot of really cool numeric stuff trying to line up for you. So you've got a lot of 7, 8, 9 here. You've got a lot of 1, 2, 3 here. And this is the card of like diamond ring. If you are going to go that serious, that's a definite, it's in the cards. It's in the plan in the future. I'm going to say I'm feeling like around 6 months. So not so much right away, but 6 months to a year. But just ask yourself if you're holding on to anything. The sooner you can let go of that, the sooner this person will come in. So I'm saying yes on a relationship this year is pretty good. Pretty good chance. Yeah. Well, one more thing about that. When we've been through a tough year like you've been, then sometimes spirit will hold back your desire for a relationship just long enough for you to heal from that, so that it's not like you're calling in the relationship in order to heal something and make things better. They really want you to complete that energy and feel good again. And then that right person comes in on the high vibration. Otherwise, you're going to draw someone in who's depressed or has issues. So they're maybe a little bit holding back for a few months. And I think that might be why. So let's get that all healed, feeling good again, feeling happy again. And bam, that person comes right in. Okay. Thank you, Steve. It's good, though. It's good success. Kylie, health and well-being for my daughter, please. Okay. I'm going to use the other cards for these. And I think I will, I think I'll pull the Queen of Diamonds out. See what I mean, guys? I mean, people think that card reading is all about telling the future, but we are creating our lives as we go, and we're working together with spirit. So when we ask for what's going to be, and spirit comes back and says, well, what do you want? And if you already know what you want, then here's what we need to do together to kind of create that to happen. Because the truth is, you can have anything you want. And when you're in line with having it, you get it. And so sometimes the cards come back and say, here's what you need to finish doing to get in line with it, because we have this waiting for you. And that's true for all of us. So if you're not exactly where you want to be, then you can ask spirit, what do I need to do to raise my vibration to be in line with that? And then you can have it. Nobody's getting punished. There's no such thing as punishment. It's just creation. So your daughter, we're going to look for that 8 of Hearts. And I'm pulling this card out for her. It's a beautiful card. And this is our unicorn deck by Ann Stokes. So I really like this deck a lot. It's got a nice high vibration. Okay, I've just been tapped on the wrist to say, well, let's see what they say. So So a lot of people energy. The first cards that fell out were people. And so these are, that's
What's
good.
weird about that, Kelly, is when you just said I got tapped on the wrist and those fell out.
I know, it was really
Okay.
weird. And it's like they pushed it out. They knocked them out of the deck. That's why I put them over here when cards fly out like that, especially after I get tapped. So there's some really good people energy that are coming in. Now, I don't know if there's concerns about her health, if there's certain people that you need to go talk to. This is the card of opportunity. So these are people that can help her a lot. And this is a blessing around money. So don't worry about that being a factor. In other words, don't worry about whether or not you're going to be able to help her with all the right whatever it is, treatments and don't worry about that. That's all taken care of. But tons of people. So, and this is the health card. Let's see. And that's the home card. So I'm really feeling like there's somebody that you need to connect with. This is the card of connection. Somebody who makes a career out of wellness, not just medicine, but wellness. And and this is also, oh, your daughter's an old soul. She's been around here before. Look at all these pairs. She's got a lot of interesting energy. I think she's going to do okay in the long run because it seems like she's got a life purpose here. So, and maybe this, oh, see, these people that they knocked out of my hand, this is wish come true. These people are your answers. So you're going to meet somebody or talk to somebody that's going to help with, holy shit, this is trippy. It's going to help with her health. And this is card of wish come true. These are the two people and the other people that you need to reach out to. And this is the card of divine order. And the 2 9s are change of time. So you're going to be led on who to connect with.
That's crazy.
So that's exactly what's going to happen. Don't worry. It's about people. And there may be a little bit of different philosophy to bring in. Some more holistic healing or natural healing. That's card of opportunity. It's all coming. I wouldn't worry about her a bit. I think she's got an old soul and a big purpose. So she's not going anywhere. So friggin' weird. As soon as I said big purpose, the freaking purpose card literally turned over in my hand just as I said that. That happens all the time. Thank you, angels. She'll be all right. She's going to be okay. Don't worry. Talk to people who may do some holistic healing. I'll give you a name of somebody. In fact, I'll tell you guys right now, best holistic healer I know of and massage therapist, and she's just a specialist in many, many forms of healing modalities, is Lori Reynolds of Trinity Wellness. Look her up. Hi, Lori, if you're there, I love you. She's a good one to contact. But your answers are coming. Your daughter's going to be just fine. Yay! She's going to be good. Okay. Okay, financial path. Would staying in California or moving be better for our family? Okay, Kylie. It's either Kylie or Kaylee. Kaylee. Okay. I know I should have my glasses when I'm doing this. Kaylee. All right. So move is usually the 8 of spades. 2 8s coming together is a good move card. And that would indicate far away or out of state. So we'll see if those come up. Okay. Okay, that feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a health and well-being in the heart pile. This is the home pile. Kind of peeking sometimes when I get curious about something because that's the money card. Let's do this one first. Wish come true. Again, what do you want? They're always doing that. They'll make it easy for you if you're doing it with what you want. Bright change. That's a good indicator that the move is in your best interest. This is a message about creating a move. So here's what I would do. I think it would be a good idea. All the 8s are sort of right there. the move card and the creation card is there. It would be easy for you to create that move. But you need to talk to your whole family and sit down about what everybody wants and then just put that on. So I call it the family vision. And I think I've done a podcast about this, about creating the extraordinary life. And it talks about sitting down and talking with your family about what everybody wants. But there is a really good opportunity and exactly what you want: a bright change, a big move, and a wish come true. So I'm thinking, yeah. And if there's anybody in the family who's unsure about it, then ask them what they would like to get out of the move itself, regardless of where you go. What is the essence of what they want? Do they want, a good school, nice friends, sunshine, more trees? Who knows? But if you can all agree on the essence of what you want, you'll be led at the right and perfect place. Lots of new friends. Where are you going to? Somehow money increases. So if it's more affordable, if that's one of your decisions, that's probably a good decision, because this is talking about contribution and money. So where you're going is going to save you money, or you're going to be able to get more money by being there. So I'm thinking, yeah, because California is expensive. I think it'd be a good thing. Okay, Jody, I was staying with my fiance. I'm worried about his health. Okay. Again, I can't tell you whether you will or won't, because it's up to you, but we can read around his health. See what's going on there. Although if there's an imminent separation, there would be a 6 of spades probably come up around that. In other words, it's either what you will do or has been decided, or what the angels think you should do. But I think for him, I'm going to pull out the King of Hearts. So this card's going to represent him, and we're going to look for that 8 of Hearts and see what's going on with health issues. So the first card is the 5 of Clubs. That's card of creation. That's the health around the home. There's a big shift around his health because the 2 9s mean change. Let's see what they recommend. That's affection. Things coming together. So I don't think, I think that you'll stay together. So this is one of the times where I wait to see what Spirit says, because I didn't expect this. I do think that there's a big shift around health. There's a wish come true card, things come together card, and affection card. But I also saw that there was either something about work that was stressful and might be hampering his health, or not letting it get better. So maybe there's a big change around that needs to take place. I do feel like there's some things that he can do, and I hope that he does. But I think something's coming that will kind of shift the energy, that will help him focus more on his health. I do think he loves you very much, and I do see a union between you two. So, Spirit can only work on our health so much. We have to work on it as well. But something's coming to make him want to. There's the opportunity for new friendships, and so that also might bring somebody in that's healthy around your husband or your fiance. Card of success. When I hear people ask about health issues, I always go, okay, I don't want to hear any bad news, and then I get all good news. So this is all good news. Success, wish come true, things coming together, and affection. That's looking pretty good to me, Kaylee. Or Jody. So, yay. So if something happens around his work, if he leaves work, or it shifts or whatever, or he gets time off, Let that be a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay. Go. Allison, just in a 10-year relationship. So this is also a really good question. And it is one of those questions where spirit asks you what it is that you're looking for in Mr. Right. So first I'll see if there's just love cards around you, and then we'll see what it is, if anything, that you need to do to kind of call that in. That's usually my question around that. Because anybody can have a partner if they want. It's just what we need to do to be in line with that. I don't have one because I don't want one. So, but I appreciate that everybody else is doing it. Love is all around. So we're going to look for the 3, 6, and 10 of hearts and see if there's anything, any blocks that you need to clear, any guidance, any party that you need to go to meet someone. They'll tell me. Okay, let's see. That card fell out. So, that's the what's sure to come to pile, and that's the relationship card. And that's the new friend, so it's not someone you know. And that's affection. So that's all really good energy around that possibility. I would say that if there is anything that you need to do, it would be to clear any depression or disappointment that you've had about your past. And if they come back after you, trying to bother you, this is two jacks is someone coming back into your life. Not necessarily a good thing. That's disturbing energy. So make sure they're out of your life really, really, really. There's love. That's contribution. So the next one is a good one. And that's the card of connections. Wow, you got a lot of great energy. That's heart's desire. I told you, get clear on who you want or what you want, not who you want, but what you want. Write it all down, write all of them, all the things that are important to you in a relationship. This is great energy. Yes, 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 you're going to find this person. Just be clear on what you want. Learn from what happened. Don't give them another second of your energy, because someone way better is coming in, because now you've learned what you deserve and desire, and you'll have that. Yay, yay, yes, you will.
Hey, okay. Kelly.
Yeah.
Could you just take a minute? Because I notice a lot of people are commenting, like, am I going to find my soulmate? Where's my soulmate? Can you speak to the soulmate thing? Okay. So there are a lot of questions about soulmates. And and I think the conception that people have about a soulmate is, it's the person I'm supposed to be with. Somewhere out there is the person I'm supposed to be with. Their soul and mine are one, and we are either we were together in a past life, or somehow we're supposed to be with that person. And where are they? But I don't see it that way. And again, I'm telling you from my understanding, I think that people can have a lot of soulmates, and I've met a few of them in my lifetime. And what I see that as is people that you have known in past lives. And so when you meet them, you just feel this pull toward them and this immediate recognition. And sometimes there's just sparks go off. And I've had a few of those. And I truly believe that my soul was recognizing them as somebody that I knew and loved in a past life. None of the people that I have run into that felt that way about ended up being a person that I was supposed to be with in this life. Why? Because maybe they were soulmates, but they were not soul complements. In other words, their soul and my soul were not ready to be together. We are not complementing each other in this lifetime. So they had to go about their way, and I had to go about my way. But it felt terrible to break up those connections, because there was a soul connection that felt really, really strong. So rather than ask, where is my soulmate? I would say a better question would be, can I create a soul complement? Can I invite my complement into my life? Your complement might be someone you knew in a past life, and maybe you guys are ready this time. But it might be somebody you've never met before in any other lifetimes. It might be a new connection. And so when you first meet them, you don't feel that instant recognition, but you feel attraction. And everything that they seem to stand for is best for you. And they treat you
what's best for you and vice versa. So those are soul complements. And really, I think that's what people want, because that's harmonious and loving and lasting. So the mistake that I think people make is that they're looking for their soulmate, when really what you want is a soul complement. Sometimes they're one and the same, and sometimes they're not. The other thing is that I believe that you can create that opportunity in your lifetime. I don't care how old you are, how many relationships you've been through before, where you're at in your life, you can invite a soul complement into your life. And the best way to do that is to get yourself in line with your self-love, your self-care, and the vibration that you want to draw in. In other words, if you're depressed, work on depression, because you don't want to invite somebody who's either going to rescue you or be depressed. You want to invite somebody who's happy and joyous, and they are not going to be drawn to someone who's depressed, because that lowers their vibration. So raise your vibration, you'll be right in line with. So work on that first. But ask for your soul complement. In the case that I just read, that seemed to be definitely a soul complement. So Allison, I would say you'll definitely find your complement, and let go of any fears. Learn from what you needed to learn from this past relationship, letting go of any resentment because they taught you something, even if, if it didn't end well. And what do you want and desire and deserve next? And draw that in. Now that's something the angels can work with. Then they get all excited, like, yay, they know they deserve the best. We're going to find the best and bring them together. I think also on a soul level, new souls meet all the time. And that is our soul calling out to what's best for us next. Okay, next. I just caught what Michelle said. She tells her grown kids all that, what we just said. Yay. And Amy's soulmate died Sunday. That's terrible, Amy. I'm so sorry for your loss. That's a heart-wrenching thing to go through. Okay, will my children receive their inheritance that's being kept from them? So Holly, we're going to look for the money cards, and that's the 9 and 10 of diamonds. The legal card is the ace of diamonds, so we'll see where that comes up in that. And it sounds to me like they have the right to it, so we're going to put an angel on that. Okay, let's see. So since we'll just use this card in general to represent you and your kids. We'll also see if there's any blocks, because sometimes even if we have the right to money, fear, resentment, anger, all kinds of lower level energy vibrations that we're hanging on to might keep it pushed away. That's not to say you don't have the right to those feelings, but it's different than holding feelings, and feeling feelings are two different things. So you can feel them and process them and move through them and heal from them. That's process. But just to hang on to them because it might feel more powerful than despair or fear is not necessarily creating what you want. Okay. Okay. Okay, right here, just in this is about the 6 of diamonds is about focusing or a plan. This is about divine order. So it looks like whatever is happening is the way it's supposed to be happening. So let's see if we can find an outcome. There's the success card. It's not telling me much yet. Okay, well, this is good. So remember I said that there's maybe some energy that needs to be moved through. That energy, I think, is disappointment or resentment, because the outcome's going to shift. This is like anything that's supposed to be. So soul stuff. This is money card. This is wish come true. And 2 9s are a change. So ask your kids how they feel. Let them process some feelings of disappointment. Maybe they're feeling personally attacked by this money being held from them. Maybe it's hurtful to them. It might not even so much be about the money. It might be feeling betrayed or hurt. And those hurt feelings could actually block things. I'm also looking for the ace of, there it is. Ace. Okay, so the ace of diamonds is the legal card. There, it's right in between happiness and letting go of bullshit. So to letting go of bullshit, that needs to be done. I would talk to them about how they feel. Let's process some feelings here, and that money will come in. Let's see what else follows a 7. Hold on one moment. I'm just double checking. Home card, because I think that it has more to do with everybody's feelings in the situation and not just the kids. But when I see that letting go card, there's sometimes this principle of the universe that says you don't get what you want till you don't need it anymore. And so act as if the money's not coming and see what that brings up for you and your children. And then process that energy. And once they're at peace again, you get what you want. So there's a little bit of heavy energy and disappointment that needs to be cleared. And that's one of the ways to clear it. It doesn't mean that you're accepting that you won't have the money. It means that you're processing the emotions or the fear or any lower level energy that's blocking you from having the money by pretending it's not going to happen. This is a trick I use in Sentire all the time. Just to get down to the nitty gritty of the fear, you play out your worst fears just for a moment in a window where you know it's just processing. It's not declaring the truth. And see how you feel and see what comes up. Those emotions are still there. They're stuffed in your body and they are creating blocks. So when you act as if like if you worry about something, one of the best ways to move through it and create a better outcome is to act as if the worst thing's happening and see how you feel about that. Move through that energy. So there's some letting go that needs to be done. But other than that, there's happiness around the legal issue as far as an outcome around your home and family. So that to me is good news. The money card. There's a lot of passionate energy around that. I don't know if the people that are holding back are in fear as well, or they think that, but there is, oh, that's a success card. The money card. Oh yeah, that's right by the wish come true card. It's good news. It's a little bit of energy to move. It's always about energy, damn it. Okay, next. Michelle, health and wellness, please. A tad worried. Okay, Michelle. And you guys, if you have trouble moving through energy or feelings or emotions that you feel like are keeping you stuck, check out the Sentire work that I do because, it really does move through those things quite quickly. And you can do it on your own. You don't necessarily have to do it in a session, but if you're having trouble with it, it sure does help. Okay, Michelle, I'm going to find the Queen of Clubs for you. There, it's this card. So we're going to look for that 8 of Hearts, see what else is going on around you. See if that 3 of Clubs comes up around you. I have a feeling that health issues might be due to past life energy. This stupid computer falling again. It's on a box. The box is slippery. You still there? Yeah, okay. That's a message. The 4 is divine order. This is really a good card. It's self-reflection, self-love. That's in the unexpected pile. So, and that's opportunity. Okay. Let's look for that 8 of Hearts. See where that is. Change of place, change of time. Okay. There's the 8 of Heart. Success around health. So the future looks good. But I have a feeling with the Divine Order card and this self-reflection card and opportunity. And I got sort of a hit, a little message before when I was shuffling about this question. There's a lot of reasons that we have health issues. But two of the biggest ones that I believe in are that we're not loving ourselves, so we're not taking good enough care of ourselves currently. But an even bigger one could be that in a past life, and I do believe in multiple lives because I think sometimes that's the only explanation for certain things that I can't seem to explain any other way. And I've seen many of my own past lives. That in a past life, we went through or did something or were a victim of something that caused a health issue and an emotional issue that became part of our consciousness. And as we grew in utero in this lifetime, that consciousness developed those cells, and so it becomes a part of our experience this lifetime. And it can show up in two ways. One is that it can kind of show up in infancy, or it might show up. It's called a cell memory, where your cells remember how old you were in the past life when these things started to happen. That as you reach that age, it shows up again. I have a feeling that might be what's going on with you, and that can totally be healed. So there's a lot of reassurance around health issues with you, but there is, I think you might be a little bit of an old soul. So there might be some work that you can do with fears or anything that's unhealed from a past life. So that's one of the things that can cause health issues. And the other one is that we're holding on to a lot of emotional energy this lifetime, and that can also be shifted. So it's not always medicine and doctors. I'm not dissing on those because I've certainly needed my fair share of that to save my life many times, but it's not always that can shift the energy. Sometimes they can't find the problem, and it's because it might be on a soul level. So one of the ways that you guys can clear past life problems is 3 steps that I do. And it really helped me clear my past life issues, especially when I tried to buy a car. And every one I bought broke down. And all of a sudden I was like, did I run over someone in a horse and buggy or something? I'm like, oh shit, I think I did. So the 3 steps that I'm going to recommend for you is get yourself into a quiet, alone time, meditation a little bit. What could have happened that would cause what's going on with you physically in a past life? Just make some up. Make it up, doesn't matter. If it might be it might be true, but you don't have to have all the details right. The point is that it's energy and consciousness. So in my scenario, my step 1 was I ran someone over in horse and buggy, and I really got into that story. Take the time to do this. Part 2. If it's something that you've done to another person, you make amends. So I called out to a soul wherever he is. I'm sorry I did that. Sorry to your family. Or if it's something that's done to you, you speak your truth. That was wrong. They shouldn't have done that to you. And part 3 is you rewrite your story the way you wish it would have been. So in the part 2, when you're either making amends or you're speaking your truth, you're feeling the feelings around what happened. And that's important. Feelings are meant to be felt. Feelings, they're called feelings, people. They're not called ignore rings. And when we ignore them, we shove them in the cells of our body and they make us sick. I see really good news around your health, but I suspect it might have something more to do with consciousness energy than just physical. But you'll be okay. Just see if that makes sense to you. Because it is around relationship with self. I see you creating good health. So it's something that you'll actively be doing. But I'm not worried. Don't worry. Just explore. Explore this idea. Okay. Next. Okay. Missy, hi. Okay. She's in a good relationship. We really don't know the guy very much. Is she in a good relationship? When I read about somebody remotely, it's almost like my soul has to go out and ask them permission. I can't pry into people's private business. But if she's open, then I should get some information. So we're going to use this card for your daughter. But also you have to be prepared for whatever comes up, because even if she's not in a great relationship, there might not be a lot you can do about it.
Girl, I've been there.
Yeah. And all you can do is put white light on them and continue to love them and speak your truth. But you have to, sometimes they have to go through what they go through. So, but you know what? We're jumping ahead of ourselves. Let's see if she's going to give me some information and if we can find out about this person. So. See, this is the card of worry and fear, but it's not necessarily mean it's true. It's just what you're feeling. This card is good. This is a divine order. All right. Let's see if they come up around her. I'm looking for the cards that follow the 7 mostly, but then I'll see there's lots of pairs, so there's probably going to be lots of changes in this relationship. But it does seem to be one that she needs to go through. There's the relationship card itself. Let's see what else comes up. There's more changes. 7s, wow. Huh. That's a card of separation. That's a card of affection, and that's a relationship card. So this might not necessarily be permanent relationship, but it doesn't seem like a bad one. That's affection. There's more changes. So the 2 10s is usually a change in partner. Wow. Tons and tons and tons of changes. It is possible that they will not stay together. But I'm not seeing anything here that says he's a bad person. In fact, this is the card of focus or plan. This is affection. This is relationship. The 6s are all about change. And this is about letting go. So you'll have to trust her for now that she's going to be able to take care of herself. And if anybody out there ever feels like you're getting the sense that someone you love is in a bad relationship, it has got to be a fine line between speaking the truth and letting them know what the signs are for a bad relationship, and then pushing them away by fighting against it too much, because you can do that too. And then that person they're with says, see, I told you that your family doesn't like me. And then it's just a mess. So white light, trust the angels that even if she's in a relationship, I don't think it's a bad relationship. I really don't. I don't see anything that says that. I just don't know that they're going to stay together forever. That part I don't see. I see lots of changes. So it might be a path that she needs to go through with this partner so they can learn about themselves through each other. But I don't think she's in any danger. I don't think this is a bad situation. I just see a lot of changes. So I think she'll be fine. Your daughter will be fine. And I don't think she's in any danger. But anyone who's worried about a loved one in a relationship that's not healthy for them, it's important that that person, when they're ready to get out, they have somewhere to go and they won't be judged. So all you can do is, speak your truth, let them know you're concerned, but be there for them. Okay. Oh my God, that hour went so very quick. Shall we do one more?
Oh, okay. Hang on. I gotta spin my wheel.
Okay. Amy says, future for love. Okay. God, I can't believe how fast that went. That was weird. I get in a time warp kind of. Sometimes it seems to go really slow and sometimes it goes super, super fast. Okay. I'm going to pull out this card for you, Amy. And the love card is the 10 of hearts. 6 of hearts is relationship. 3 of hearts is commitment. We'll see. Okay, let's look and see. See where those cards come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a king of clubs are usually people. That's the health card. So that's a male figure. Another male figure. You might have more than you bargained for, girl. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Where's all my love cards? This is change around letting go. So maybe past relationship, but this is jealousy or envy or betrayal in a letting go. In the future, though, this seems to be something of divine order or purpose. So there seems to have been a purpose in all that. And then there's a light-eyed figure guy around you. And that would be a partnership. That would be the love card. Okay, so I'm not seeing the harmony, perfect love thing happening right now. But there are a couple of shifts happening, which is good. That way you can be in line with it. There does seem to be a really good partnership in your future. I just feel like it's a little ways off and some things need to be sorted out first. Sorted out on a soul level, sorted out with any kind of depression that you feel, and then letting go of this past energy from someone who wasn't great or whatever. I would say get another reading in a few months from now. Let's see where you're at. But it's not just right now sorting itself out yet. So the perfect love isn't just right now, but I think it will be. So I would like to read in like a few months and see what this partnership turns into. That's what I think I want to do. So let me know. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I wish I could read everybody. And again, if you want just that one question, again, a lot of the questions end up being spirit letting you know how you can get the thing that you want the most and what might be blocking you. And that's really, really important because we have free will and we are all creating our own reality. And so when you ask, what's my future hold? What spirit's asking you is, what do you want? And are you willing to do what it takes to create that? And here's what it can be. And here's what we've got lined up for you. So that's kind of things that I like to find out. Here's your discount code for getting 15% off a private reading. And again, they're all guaranteed. I do guarantee my work. If you don't get your answers, you don't pay. And the code is... I
forgot to put your website.
Okay. My website is kellymcclurePsychicmedium.com, and all my services are listed on that. Here is the code, FBLIVE 0125. Okay, I read it much better this time. Facebook Live 0125. It's because I ate right before I started, so my blood sugar is good. All right. Anything else? Nope. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night and love yourself today and stay in spirit. Take care. Good night.